If you thought I was only capable of failing technical interviews, well, you would be wrong. So I bombed Citadel's behavioral interview for a C++ quant developer role. But before that, I did have to go through an online assessment where I had to do 20 C++ multiple choice questions in 20 minutes. And I would say like 90% of it was about object-oriented programming inheritance, mostly just inheritance, honestly. But look, it takes a lot of strength to admit on the internet that I failed a behavioral interview, and for the most simple questions, okay? For example, you know they're going to ask you the behavioral question, tell me about yourself, right? My answer was just so unorganized and short that the interviewer literally had to ask me to expand on it some more. So I know you don't prepare for behavioral interviews, but at least prepare for that question, because that is just a guaranteed question that they're going to ask you. I would say on top of that, of course, they're going to ask you to tell me about your work or talk about like a recent project you worked on. So make sure you have an idea of what you're going to talk about. If not, the STAR method. This to me was just a practice interview for the future interviews. Anyways, this has been part 4 of my failed interview recap series, where I'm just going over all the interviews that I've recently failed so that you can learn from my mistakes. So follow for more dev advice.